Hello dear friends, in this session we are going to understand object and array destructuring in JavaScript. So we'll understand how to use destructuring on object and arrays. So what exactly the destructuring means? The destructuring in JavaScript refers to the process of unpackaging values from an array or object. Whenever we want to extract some value from array into some specific variable, so destructuring allows us to do that. Or whenever you want to extract some values from object into some specific variable, so you can use destructuring object. So let's understand with example how can we use destructuring in JavaScript. So first we'll create an array called ARR, and in front of that you can put any element whatever you want to put into this array. This is one way of creating array in JavaScript. There are one other ways we can create using array function in JavaScript for creating array. So here I have created one simple variable called ARR, and suppose I want to extract some values from this array into some variable. So for that, so I can declare the variable in a bracket, a square bracket like this, using constant keyword. So these are the four variables that I have declared. Or if I want to declare only three variables, and in front of that I am going to assign the name of array. So what it does actually, it actually extract the three values from array, and first three values from array, and these three values will be assigned into A, B and C respectively. So when I try to print it, so when I write like this console.log, and then I'm going to print A is equal to A. Along with that, I also want to print B is equal to B. Suppose if I print like this A and B, so we can see here the output as A and B will be extracted from array, while A and B will be destructed from array, destructuring from array, right? Suppose there are some multiple elements only, and I have only created three variables. Other elements will not be extracted. Other elements will not be extracted. And suppose I have created the five variable, but the five values are not there in the array. There will not be any error, but when I try to print the value of E, if I print the value of E like E, it will not be printed because the fifth element which is there, which is not is there in the array. So when I print like this and when I run it, so output will be displayed as E is undefined, because E, for the E variable there is no value in this array. So this is how we can use destructuring element from array. So whenever you want to extract some few values from array, copy our values from array into variables. So for that we use destructuring. Similar to array destructuring, we can also have an object destructuring. Suppose I have created an object like this. Suppose I am going to create object as const as obj, and in front of that I am going to initialize the value like this. Suppose roll number is an value that I want to add into this object. Name is one more key I want to add into this object, and then one more key that I am going to add as darsh@gmail.com. So I want to extract the roll number and name from this object. Whenever I want to extract the roll number and name or any other values from this object, I can write the statement like this: constant, then in front of that roll number I want to extract, but here you cannot give another name. So whatever the key which is there in object, you only have to specify the key here, and then name, and in front of that you have to specify the name of the object as obj in this case. So when I try to print it, console.log, and I want to print the roll number as roll number. So we'll see here. So roll number will be displayed, and when I want to print the name also, I can print the name like this. So name. Now you can see here. So how the output of this will be displayed. Name is equal to. Now we'll see how the object are destructuring into the variables. Now here you can see that. So the method of creating an object, method of creating an destructuring object. So you have to use curly bracket instead of square bracket. So now we can see here, when I run it, we can get an output like this. So output is roll number is extracted from this object obj, and name is also extracted from this object. Okay, so in this way we can use the array and object destructuring JavaScript. I hope you understand. Thank you.